Hi guys, it's Jessie Holton here. You are Stamping Up Demonstrator for Australia, jessieholton.com. Joining you for a cute little card using the Zany Zebras stamp set. I am absolutely in love with this stamp set. Oh my gosh, these zebras are adorable. I'm going to show you a really simple card to make, and I'm going to give you two different layouts so you can choose if you want to change it up. So this is one of the cards for my August class, and I'm using Stamping Right markers. I have got Crush Curry, Pumpkin Pie and Poppy Parade, but of course I highly recommend Stamping Right markers and also blends, but you can go ahead and use any textures that you have or even highlighters, and you will get some really fun results doing this style of cards. So the only thing that I wouldn't suggest would be like really waxy pencils or crayons, because we're going to stamp the zebras over the top and it will affect the way that the ink won't be able to stick onto the paper so well. It won't dry over the wax, so it'll end up smudging. So I wouldn't use pencils or crayons. Perhaps watercolor pencils would do if you gave them a light going over with a damp brush. Otherwise, textures, highlighters, have a look around and see what you've got on hand. So because of this color combo that I've chosen, it's a bit sort of sunset, it's a bit Sahara, so it sort of reminded me of like a sunset, African sunset type sort of card. So I'm going to do two different layouts. First one, I'm going to start with the Crush Curry at the bottom. Second one, I am going to do Crush Curry from the side. So depending on what colours you're using, so if you're using a bunch of highlighters and they don't necessarily make up sunset colours, then you might be better off going with this kind of layout. But if you've got some colours that blend really nicely into each other, even if they're blues and greens or something like that, you could totally get away with doing this kind of horizontal landscape. So I'm going to do crumb cake. That's not crumb cake, that is pumpkin pie. And this one I'm going to do the pumpkin pie this way. And then last of all, I'm going to use Poppy Parade. And this one I'm going to do it to finish off there. Alright, so we've got the two different backdrops there. Now I'm going to grab my little jumping Zany Zebra. And I'm going to go kicking up, kicking down, kicking up. And it doesn't really matter too much if they, you know, the heels are touching or whatever, because it's a little wild group of little zebras running through the desert or wherever they're running. And you know, if they were in a wild setting like real zebras, they wouldn't all be perfectly spaced out. They'd be jumping into each other and stuff. So if they're touching or they're overlapping, that is cool. Alrighty, so that is, how simple is that, right? And this stamp set also has a really cute little couple of cute little sentiments. So, which one? No, I want to do Wild About You. So, there is a really cute one, Kick Up Your Heels. Oh, I've got a lot of ink on there. Hang on. That would have just smudged everywhere. It must have a really inky spot on it. Okay, anyway, I'm going to do my sentiment up the top. Wild about you. Wild about you. How cute is that? But you could totally use any of the other sentiments that come in this stamp set if you want to make it into a birthday card or something else instead. Alrighty, so we've got our outsides done. I'm going to go ahead and stamp the insides while I'm here. So I might actually use the other sentiment on the inside. Go ahead and stamp that cute little zebra again. And what did I do, Wild about you? So I'm going to do kick up your heels.
Mum, is it afternoon?
I think it is afternoon. What's the time? What's it say on Dad's clock?
It says 101.00.
1 o'clock. It is afternoon. Alright, so kick up your heels. And I haven't done that quite straight, but that is fine as well because these are handmade cards. And if they're perfect, you might as well get Hallmark. That's my excuse anyway. Alrighty. So let's go ahead and glue these into the cards. I've got some basic black cardstock here. So this is A4. I've cut it in half at 14.85 and scored at 10.5. So if you are one of the lucky receivers of my August card kits, then I will have already put 2 of these in your pack. Yes, bud. So I'm just going to glue these on the front. Okay, and flip them over. And we can glue these on the inside. Yes, bud?
Most of the paint on this nail wore off.
Yeah, I've got to paint my nails too, bud.
Yeah.
We'll paint them again.
Yeah, right now.
Not right now, because I'm in the middle of doing a video,
Okay.
but soon.
Dad,
Dad's outside, bud.
you mean out of the back door?
No, he's out the front fixing he's doing the edge on the driveway. Okay, so now that we've glued our cards, so we've got the outside and the inside done, you will have also received some white ribbon in your kit if you have received the August card kit from me. Got some glue on the front of my card there. Okay. So I'm just going to tie a little knot, or you can do a bow if you like, it's up to you. Can cut it if you want first. I just find there's less waste if I tie it off first and then cut it. And just use your fingers to move that down. It's caught on the edge of the cardstock there. Actually, I'm going to cut that ribbon so it's... What did I do with my scissors? There. I'm going to cut it that way instead. Make it a bit shorter so it doesn't go over the top of my little zebra. There we go. Now, we do have some little dots in our kits. So this is crushed curry, I believe. So, which is why I chose the colours for this card to use crushed curry. So just with these, if you find that you're peeling off the dot and it's not taking the adhesive with it, just use your finger to bend the plastic behind it. And they do just stick straight on, they stick straight back down. So you can just stick it straight back on if it does peel off without the thing. There we go. Cute. And we'll do this one. Might put a bow on this one, just so you can see some different options. And there we go. So this ribbon as well, if you do have any of the blends or even just the ink refills, you can, I suppose it'd probably work with the Stamping Right markers as well, and you could probably give it a go if you've just got normal highlighters or textures, but you can colour this ribbon because it's white and it's cotton. It will take whatever colour you put on it. So, you know, if you want to make your ribbon a different colour to suit the card that you're making, then you can just go ahead and colour over it, and it'll take it might take a little minute to dry, but yeah, it'll take that. So if you've got alcohol markers like the stamping blends, then that will actually dry straight away. Alrighty. So that is about that. How cute are these little cards with these adorable little Zany Zebras jumping all over the place. These little dots have been tricky. If you've got a pair of scissors or the what's it called? Pick your tool or whatever it's called. Then you can also use those just to sort of scoop underneath if you're having trouble getting them off, because these ones have just been a little bit tricky. So if yours have been tricky as well, just use your scissors to sort of pop underneath and take the take the dot off that way. And that will help keep that little pesky little glue dot on underneath. Alrighty, no worries guys, that is that for this cute, simple little card. I just love these zebras, and I hope you have tons of fun with them too. And let me know if you have any questions. This is Jessie Holton, your Stampin' Up! Demonstrator for Australia, jessieholton.com, giving you a couple cute more options with the Zany Zebras stamp set and just some simple colouring tricks. Have a great day guys.